Yo,
Yo, hey.
yeah. Um, I watch your stuff quite a bit. I started watching you when you were playing Brand last season. I spammed Brand at the same time. It was really OP.
Yeah,
Um,
it was.
and I played in a small league called Black Twitch League. It's just like a amateur league for a diamond average team.
Mm-hmm.
But I put together a team, and I think we are all getting close to masters. Two of our players
Mm-hmm.
are masters now, and so we
Are you all
want
the
to
same
join.
elo? You're
Yeah.
all like
Well,
below master?
we're all like sitting around like mid to high diamond, low master. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm just looking to. We're looking to all get better as a team, and maybe join like a masters tournament in the future. And try to improve as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's basically it. I play a lot differently in solo queue than I do in our competitive games. Like in solo queue, I'm a lot more selfish and I farm a lot more. But in competitive games, I've found that I'm like messing up my pathing, and I feel like I'm not playing very well.
Okay, good. That's nice. All right. So you have sent me 3 of your competitive games, if I say that correctly.
Yeah, these are scrims. Um, probably you don't have to listen to the cons because there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
you told me
echo.
already. I can read them.
Yeah.
All right. So which one should we check?
Let's see. The Nico game was our only win, and um, I think I made the most mistakes in the Diana game,
Do you
probably.
already know that you did the mistakes? Like which ones, or like is there a game where you know where you don't know what you should have done wrong? Different, sorry. What you should have done different.
Um, yeah, I think there's a lot of moments like especially in like mid game where I didn't know what I should be doing.
In
Um,
this one, in the Diana one?
yeah. Sweet.
Wait, before we do that, do you want to talk about champs?
Sure. Yeah, our drafting has been we've been trying to figure it out.
Oh, no. So I'm not talking about your team drafting. I'm just gonna talk about your champions.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mostly just play like Viego, Diana, Brand, Nico, Zyra, stuff like that.
Okay, so you do play a lot of AP. Wait, you play Zyra.
I do, yes.
Okay, so by the way, I have tried Zyra, right? Do you follow that?
I did.
I
I think
did
you did
not
the
get
clear wrong.
past. I did the clear wrong, okay, but I think this champ is shit.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
get past like 100 LP or 200 LP master. This champ was just too bad.
Okay.
But I mean, you do you. If you think it's good, okay, I will not tell you otherwise. But I think it's not good. Brand, I think he's okay. He's not the best. He's like good for AP carry champion in the jungle. Diana, I think, is also for competitive. I mean, in like your competitive level, it's okay. But I think if you go like really high, it's gonna get harder.
Hmm.
Um, Viego is good. Do you not play any other AD champs?
I played
Cruiser?
Nocturne and
You play
like
Nocturne, okay.
Jax.
Oh, I mean, you have one Vi game. Yeah, Jax is good. Vi is good. Nocturne is also good.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, in general, you shouldn't be playing too many different champions, right? I think the champs we talked about already are a lot because at this level, if you don't play the champion well, it's gonna be worth just playing a champion that you play well instead of having a champion that you don't play well, but maybe is better for the comp, you know?
Right. That makes
But
sense.
okay. Did you just blind Diana in this game?
Um, I don't remember. I think we did. We picked it on like B2 or B3.
Would you like to? Is this a good Diana game?
No. So the Vigar, we were gonna ban Vigar, but we banned Anivia instead, and we let Vigar through, which was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
awkward.
Veigar fucks Diana. Jinx does as well,
Yeah.
by the way. Jinx is basically the same champ. Like she has this E and you can't pass through it, right?
Yep.
And Ivan is also very annoying for you. Can out PvE, but okay. So I forgot. Which games should we watch? The game two? Or which one
Um,
was it?
I think game 1 would be more learning.
Okay. All right. Then let's go. All right. You start Raptors. Why?
I like starting Raptors because it kind of opens me up for either the grubs clear or I can do this clear.
Okay. So why that one?
I'm just trying to set up my pathing. I'm thinking like none of these lanes are going to be very gankable, so I want to just look to set up my pathing well and try to farm well early game and be level 5 for the grubs fight and or
Okay, but this
dragon.
way you're not gonna be level 5 for the grub fight.
If I get crab, won't I be 5?
Yeah. So wait. Do you want to play for dragon or grubs?
This game I want to play for grubs because we have Yone, I think.
Okay. So first thing, then why don't you play for grub pathing? Because that is fucking broken, right?
Right. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
if you want to do that, then that's kind of free to do, right? This is all I'm saying. Okay, so you're looking for a top dive. Okay, I mean you're using this blitz tool, so the question is if you know in 20 seconds your raptors are gone, do you know that they're
Yeah.
respawning?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're willing to sacrifice it for a display.
Yep.
Okay. Do you know where Ivan is?
I have no idea. I'm not very good at tracking Ivern, to be
I'm
honest.
actually not either, by the way. I hate this champ. But okay, if he's here, will you cancel the dive or not?
I think I still go for it because it's pretty. Like if Yuna
Yeah.
gets his Q stack here, it's
Okay.
pretty
Good.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the kill. You got the crab. Okay, you do not cross mid into raptors. Instead you go to base. All right, that's interesting. Like you can do that, but now, I mean, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if Ivan can like retake this. I mean, obviously he can just smite it, but if you play against normal jungler, this should be gone now, right? You would be a little bit fucked.
Right.
Okay, so from base you open mid, you go instant to grubs. So we haven't checked. Okay, this is the first time we check the CS. That means he didn't take your raptors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means your bot side is up. That also means you're fucking inefficient. You realize that?
Yeah. Yeah, I was being
Oh,
really
wait.
inefficient in this game.
Wait, I'm seeing your runes. Why do you have resolve second?
I like to. So I'm going tank build. I'm going into Nashor's Knight's Vow into like probably Abyssal, and I take Shield Bash and Unconditioning for the stats.
Okay. Have you ever tried AP build, or is this just like what you want to do?
I've tried the AP build. I don't think it's like I don't like it as much for competitive games, especially
Okay,
like.
okay. That's fair enough. Why do you not play normal tank?
What do you mean by that?
Just like what tank is good? Sejuani, Maokai, something like that. Or Rek'Sai is good.
I think it's just discomfort on those chips. Like I'm not as good at them.
Okay, so I have never tried this new Diana tank build, but I think it's shit. The only reason old tank Diana was good was because of Sunfire, and that shit doesn't exist anymore. So I would not recommend it. If you want to still do it, okay, go ahead. I would tell you if you're just being inefficient on this champ, because this champ is not a good tank. Why not? Because you don't have too much CC, right? Tanks normally have like a lot of CC, and then you build them tank, and you are still useful. So if you're building tank, you will not have a lot of tank stats because I think you will go Nashor's as I'm seeing, and you will not deal a lot of damage. You're just you're not being how do I call it? Do you know that AP items scale with each other? So if you have like 2 AP items, the third one will give you even like it's not the third one is not gonna value it's gonna outvalue itself. Do you realize that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you have like Nashor's and then you have Zonias, and then you buy Rabadons. Rabadons is not only going to give you the, I think, 130 AP of Rabadons, it's going to give you a lot more because you already have 2 AP items, right? So the efficiency goes up by a lot. And the same goes for tank items, actually. Because for every armor or MR item, if you buy health, right, that is going to combine with each other, and then they're going to be more efficient. So the efficiency goes up again. And if you go for Diana, and then you put the Nashers, and then but you go a tank afterwards, it's kind of not the best. It's just inefficient. And then the champ in itself is not a good tank. But okay, let's keep talking about the in-game stuff.
Yep.
I think you did a huge mistake of starting Raptors, but not going for the grub clear if you're gonna play for grubs level minute 5 anyways. Because now these 2 camps are not cleared, right? I mean, you do know you would be level 5 now, right? Here.
Yep.
You realize that. So it's just inefficient. These 2 camps are staying there. You're not taking them. You could easily just full clear first and then still play for them, by the way. Do you realize that as well? Like after your base, you didn't need to run mid. You could have just done these bot side camps and then start the grubs. I mean, obviously, like Iron can't just one-shot them. So you also called your supporter here, which is, I don't know. I mean, this guy should not be here, right? He should be basing and running bot. Do you know why?
She could get dove. Ivern could be down there.
Ivan actually showed bot. So
Yeah.
both supporters actually completely trolling. Brown doesn't need to be mid anymore, and Renata doesn't need to be here anymore. Right? He only needs to make sure that you can get it. And I think as soon as you saw Ivan leaving bot side here, right now, Renata should already move out. Okay, this is very simple. I mean, honestly, Renata should even see, okay, mid lane can't help anyway, so he doesn't need to be here. Okay.
Right.
All right. So they start Dragon as a reaction to your grab, I think. Right. What does your mid laner do?
My mid laner has a really weird wave here, but the reason we're contesting this is because Vigar had no mana and Ivern was chunked.
Okay, but Vigar plays TP. Correct?
I don't know if he TP's back. I'm sure he does though.
Oh yeah, of course he will. So right now, I think you do have a timer to move because the wave is frozen. But in a specific time, this wave is going to crash and he has to go back mid, right? In like 15 seconds or something. And so, do you realize soon you don't have a mid, like soon your mid laner will need to leave and you cannot contest more, right?
Right.
So can you do a play?
No, so this play actually goes really bad. We do the play, but I think in hindsight, it would have just been better to push them off drag here and then just push out bot and mid, wait for Annie level 6, and then recontest after taking my bot side camps.
Correct. And the reason for that is this wave, right? That's the whole reason. I mean, not only this wave, all your camps are also up, so it's inefficient for you. But your window here is 10 seconds small, maximum. And after that, Annie has to walk back mid. So in that 10 seconds, what you can achieve is pushing them off of Dragon. This is something that you can achieve. But what you cannot achieve is actually starting a fight and then playing a fight. Okay?
Right.
And this is something you have to see right now just because of mid-wave state.
Yep.
So, yeah, and this is a mistake, taking it over because you do not have more than 10 seconds, right? And like 5 already passed, 5 more, and now she has to go back mid. It's gonna crash soon. Actually, it isn't crashing. Actually, it isn't crashing, so this play isn't as illegal as I thought. Okay, then let's talk about the fight. There's 2 entrances to Dragon, right? Left one and right one. Okay, do you already see your mechanical mistake?
Yeah, I used my E. I missed my Q on the dragon. I used my E, so it was awkward.
After that, like you are not a champion anymore, right? You're legit as useful as maybe Shyvana, maybe less useful. So you're not a champion, and this dragon is 5k HP. You don't one-shot it. Any
also
mid laner
don't mind.
TP'd back, so this fight is already kind of not winnable, right? You're gonna tank this dragon. But what you
Yeah.
should do, like what the best thing that you can do is you should agree on a side to leave. Okay? Which side should that
Okay.
be in this case?
Probably bot side because that's where ADC is.
Correct. So you can group with your AD carry, correct. So, but you're like what you're waiting. So you're waiting, and what this gives enemy, this is gonna give them a 3-4. Because this fight is away from Xayah. She cannot hit right now. And with Veigar, so this is very, very easy for them to play. At this point, I'm pretty sure you should just take this, try to take this dragon, and then flash out.
Okay.
Because this fight is lost. Like, it's kind of obviously lost.
Yeah.
If you had E, it would make a small difference. Maybe you would actually get like 2 kills on top. But yeah. And now the mid wave is crashed and the game is over. I can already tell you, like, mid is over. Mid is over, jungle is okay. I mean, I haven't wasted as much time as you, but yeah, mid is over and they got a lot of kills.
Yep.
Okay, so now you take. By the way, this is your second full clear,
hmm
and it's minute 8.
Yeah. So, do you think in like a competitive environment, is it still like pretty optimal to do a full clear in most cases, like with fast clearing champs?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, legit, nothing changes in a It's so the only difference between competitive and solo queue is that you have communication. This is
Right.
the only difference. Everything else is the same game, right? So the only
Mhm.
so what you can do is if you know a play is gonna be worth more than you're farming for and like your teammates can communicate it well, okay, go for it. But this is very hard to do. You need a lot of practice with each other, and you will not learn that by doing random stuff. And I can already tell you, I did play a lot of competitive, right? This
Mhm.
shit is so hard to pull off. This is like LEC or ARL level of play, and just like going for inefficiency just so you can make a play is not the correct way, right? You should still be efficient when you make some plays.
Okay.
But let's say, okay, let's go back to level 1. Okay, let's say you see Ivern. Okay, so this is Ivern, so we will imagine this is a different jungle, okay?
Okay.
Let's say this is a Lee. Okay? He starts top side. Your bot lane says I have prio. Your mid lane says I have prio in at minute 3. I think it's even the case in this game actually. So and then you see Lee starting top side, pathing down. He did a red start into golems, into raptors. You had a raptor ward, and then you see him pathing down.
Mhm.
What should you do?
Um, I
You
think
started
I would.
raptors, you did golems and red.
I'm not stronger than Lee, so if my bot lane has prio, then maybe I would invade if they are able to move. But
Mhm.
I think in most cases I would just finish my clear.
Okay, but no, but this is what I mean. In this case, because you do know your bot lane has prio, you wait for them to crash and then you play an invade. Because
Mhm.
even if you don't win 1v1, you can pretty much trade him to 100 HP, right? And if
Right.
someone has prio, that means he's first, which means he will be the one who cleans up the 100 HP. So in this case, you should invade 100%.
Okay.
It's an obvious invade. But I mean, in solo queue, sometimes people don't move and stuff, and this is why in solo queue, even in that obvious case, I kind of don't like to do it. But in competitive, for sure, go ahead and do this invade. Okay, for sure.
Okay.
But generally, like you have been extremely inefficient in this kind of game.
Yep.
And okay, so you're looking for a top dive, right?
Yeah, I don't think that I end up doing it because I'm scared of Aatrox level 6.
Okay, mid has prio. What does it mean for you?
Then me taking this crowd is pretty risky, maybe.
Okay, first one. Yeah, good. I mean, but okay, let's say your Yon can move first, right? So you could run out towards top side. I think,
Mhm.
by the way, your Yon is trolling. He needs to have this covered, this entrance, because do you actually see my mouse?
Yep, I can.
Good. Because if this is not covered right now, Ivan could just basically come towards topside, even though you do have prio. He will be way earlier than your Yon and just collapse on left and right, and you're dead.
Right.
This one needs to be ward. It just needs to be. So after he pushes in, he needs to have a ward. And this is probably going to be the reason that you die, because yes, your enemy mid laner did the move towards top side. They covered top, and yeah, they just killed you instead of your Yon. I think they. Okay. All right, so you do open up bot side. Okay, right now, do you look bot?
I don't think so.
Okay, do you realize now there's no one who can be bot?
Yeah. Yeah, Ivern was just in mid play.
Yeah, Ivan was just stopped. They were over. Like, you have a lot of tempo on Ivan right now, and
Mhm.
enemy bot lane is fighting. In a case where you can be there and you have Tribush ward, like not ward, don't have Tribush ward. So that means you would get to this point without being seen. If they keep fighting like this when you're here, they're dead. I mean, you do go for it. In the end, they do respect. But I think you should have like instantly checked, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
If
instead
so,
of taking a red.
first you should not walk towards that. You should walk towards what side?
Mhm.
Because this is a play that is free, and you go towards until the tribush. You go towards there. If they're still there, if they're not still there, okay, then you start clear from golems up, right?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think the timer was like, I think you could have had the timer. Okay, you need to go back. So okay, you push bot out. Renata moves. Saya doesn't. Where is mid lane? Mid lane has move. I think no, he didn't recall. He moved top. Almost already here. Okay, you're contesting the grubs. Yon is already in. Important question: can you group?
No, Yone is pretty dead.
Yeah, Yon is split from you guys, and he's on the like. He's gonna be kind of a free kill, right?
Mhm.
Okay, at this point, can you still win?
I think we can because they don't have Daisy, so Ivern's like kind of not a champion, and also Vigar doesn't have his cage, and so if I can get a 4-man ult, I think we can win.
Okay,
But
so
it's
this
kind of
your
hard.
condition is having a 4-man ult.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Okay, so let's see what happens. They do contest again.
Use my E
Okay,
as well.
so yeah, you just eat on Vega, and I think that's just not gonna actually it is enough damage. You do realize that you can probably Q him here, right? You can
Yeah.
probably Q him. I mean, you would probably get you wouldn't get the E out because then you're gonna be caged. So in this case, maybe the play is to just Q, hit this grub, and probably wait for the next Q. But this is,
Okay.
I mean, this kind of works out. We do get the kill.
Yeah, I played this really bad because I
Okay.
didn't get the last mark on the Braum passive on Aatrox.
Mm, to be honest, this game is so uncoordinated and chaos. Like, it's just so much chaos. Okay, so you full clear down. There's no play. You base. You go top side. Why do you buy Ninja Tabis?
um, I think just because the Jinx. Um, but I think definitely Merc Treads would have been better here.
I mean, if you're playing this tank laner shit, right?
Yeah,
And if you're like choosing between Ninja Tabis and Mercs, it's a Mercs angle because it's AP jungle, AP mid, and AP support, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
like this is the general rule. If they had AD jungle, then I would say okay, you can go Ninja Tabis if you don't want to go Sorks.
Hmm.
Okay, actually, is there anything in this game that you really want to review?
Um,
Because I think what you should like in this game, the biggest mistake you did is path inefficiently. And then the first dragon, I guess this was like the biggest mistake.
yeah,
Is there like any specific moment?
there's something near the end of the game. We're fighting Baron, and I like my team was calling the turn, and I like hardcore trolled and just zoned in on the Baron. It was near the very end.
Is Nash or oh, it's another Nash. Okay. Is it already before?
I think it's right there. It's like the game-ending play.
Okay.
So, um, our mid to late game macro is really bad.
All right. So, first question you can ask yourself: do you get side prio?
Not
can you
bot
get
lane.
side lane
Top lane
priority?
we can. Top lane we
Okay.
can, but bot lane we can't.
What does that give you? If Yon pushes this wave, right? It's here. If Yon pushes this wave, what does that give you?
It gives us control of that top side zone.
Correct.
Of the
And
Baron.
what does control of top side give you?
Like a zone to play in for Baron.
And a flank, right?
Okay.
Because then you can actually take this way in the jungle or this way in the jungle. And these ones are very nicely covered for you. Having that push is already really good. Okay, so this is already one play you can do. Okay, this is good. But you have to give mid, right? You're giving mid, you're gaining top.
Right.
Okay, so one thing you should have done, push this wave. Like, this is completely true. So because do you see what you guys did? So you gave mid prio, and then your Yon rotated into mid lane. Not get like what are you gonna do? There's nothing to do anymore. The wave is already given. So you should give and take top, okay? But instead you only gave. So this is already bad.
Okay.
And now you guys are. I guess you're clueless, and you're just gonna start Nash, right?
Yeah.
This is very bad. This is very, very bad. It would be really good if this wave was pushed here, and then someone can walk here. It can be you, it can be Yon, it can be any. All three of you are extremely insane at flanking. Okay? Because you can just, like, stun a carry. All three. So this would have been really good. Okay, so you start the Nash. You just want them to come into you. You do have a sweet Renata angle. And
so
Nash is getting pretty low.
I kind of like completely troll.
Why? Why do you think this is troll?
So you can't really see it from this perspective, but my team was calling the turn, and they threw Renata ult and had a pretty good stun. And I think if I was playing with them, I would have been able to like turn and do the fight rather than trying to get Baron. And we probably would have won the fight.
Okay, now you're trolling. But before, you are not trolling. There's nothing you can, like... Okay, so what you can do is you can save this Q. Okay, keep hitting Nash, because right now you cannot follow on anything. Q Ivern, and engage Ivern. This is what you should have done. But with that 50-50 on Nash, this is okay. This is okay. Like, you can't just... I mean, if the dash is this low, you should finish it at this point. It's not like this turn call. You can hold your ground, right? You're holding your ground, but it's also okay to play the Nash. This is the troll part. Not queuing before you E, and then ulting air. This is the troll part. The 50-50 on Nash, that didn't actually cost you anything, by the way. It was completely free. Because you say, like, there was a Renato ult right now. I mean, I'm not seeing it, you're right. But I doubt that you can follow there.
It was a little earlier.
Now?
Yeah, I think, like, right here, she looks for it. Here in a moment.
How can you go? Like, there's a fucking Veigar cage. Like, I seriously don't see it. You cannot move. So now you could start, but there's already nothing that CCs them anymore, right? I don't see it correctly, but I think there's already nothing that CCs them. You should maybe walk a little bit towards the right, and you should maybe ult the Ivern. Also, you will get Nash damage with that. But on the Renato, you can't follow. There's a Veigar cage zoning you. The smite is obviously bad. I think I won't have to tell you. And then this engage is also bad, but that is it. You should obviously also not go dash afterwards, right? The fight is already lost.
Yeah.
And then they go in then. Okay. Big mistake not being efficient early. This was really bad. Like, this was extremely bad, I can tell you. This shit, this whole sequence was just troll. And I don't think you understand what this pathing means. This Raptor into Golem pathing. Do you know what this gives you? Why people do this in LEC? Or in pro play?
I do not know.
So the reason you take this is, so okay, there's this grub pathing, right? When you do that, you have 3 camps spawning quickly. The first 3, the small ones. If you do this pathing, you have 2, right? But you do have an earlier base. Actually, you don't have an earlier base. You have a better base. I mean, right? You have a better first base. Most players don't base until they clear this and this the second time.
Right.
And so, because what they will do is they will clear that, they will make a play, and then they will run towards the Raptors and the Golems again, and then they will base. This is why they do it. If you do that, you should play for that, right? You should play for the respawn of your Raptors and your Golems, and then have a base. Because that's why I asked if you want to play for Grubs or Dragon. Because if you do this play, you want to base after the Golems, and then most of the time either then make a play, or obviously you will have to then take these 2 camps and then play for Grubs. But if you would want to rush Grubs, right? Because this is something that you could do after this Raptor, right? I would have told you perfect. Your Yon is probably gonna have prio. You are gonna be out tempoing this Ivern at level 5. He cannot be level 5 at minute 5. Mid prio is probably there. This is gonna be completely free. But you didn't do it. And now we go next game and see if you do similar mistakes. Okay, so you're playing Vi, or do you have something else from this one game?
I just have a quick question. For next patch, they're moving the grub spawn to 6 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it would be worth doing, like, rather than a grub pathing, you start wolves? Like, if you're on blue side, you start wolves, and you do a similar thing for dragon pathing. Yeah. Just like basically every game.
No. Because so I mean, it is gonna be worth if you play Shyvana, I think. But Dragon isn't free, particularly just because you're there. Not like Grubs, because Grubs are most of the time kind of free if you're at minute 5, right? Because you actually one-shot them, and laners most of the time don't have prio at minute 5. And the Dragon just takes long. There is gonna, like, it will heavily depend on any prio that enemies have. And you can't guarantee that every game. But yeah, it depends a little bit. What I would probably do is just double full clear into Dragon or double full clear into Grub.
Okay.
Which I think both should work. I'm not 100% sure about the Grub one, but yeah. I will for sure test something next patch on that. But yeah, there's nothing else? Then we can jump next game.
Yeah, we can jump into this one.
Alright, tell me about prios.
So I think bot lane, I pressed tab. Okay. Yeah, bot lane should definitely have prio. Top lane's probably not going to have prio.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that, bot lane? Because I think it's a mistake.
I just think that because Xayah hits the whole wave if she like uses her abilities. I
And what
guess
about this one? Bard versus Braum is range supporter.
yeah, I don't know that they have prio, but I think they could get prio if they were like playing for it.
Okay, I disagree. I think Art Lane should not lose prio into Braum, no matter what the AD carry is. So shouldn't have bot prio. I think you shouldn't. Maybe you will have it, but I think you shouldn't. So what about top?
Top definitely shouldn't have prio, I don't think, because
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
Cassante can just
Mhm.
stat check him early.
What about mid?
No, I don't think Syndra will have prio at all.
At all?
No.
Okay, I think mid is kind of even. I think both champions do the very much the same thing. They kind of one-shot waves, and that's kind of it. So which lane should you play for?
Probably mid lane.
Which side lane should you play for? I mean,
I mean, I'd like to play for my bot lane if I can, but since I got chunked on top side and they got a Raptors ward, I just wanted to start bot side so I could get a leash because I didn't have time to reset.
let me make sure we see this.
Yeah, my mid laner was AFK at the moment, so I kind of was just trolling.
Okay, but do you realize that even if your mid laner is here, you don't know if you are allowed to do that, right? Because let's say this bar is just right behind them, he kills you. Now you lose flash. Maybe you will even die. They can maybe chase.
Yeah.
So this is actually pretty illegal by you to just instantly auto the trade. You should never do that, unless you have your Braum already here.
Right.
But okay. So starting blue buff. Would you do it again? If you can.
Uh,
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
this
What?
game,
Actually, just tell me your plan now. What do you want to do this whole early game until minute 5?
I think I'm just playing to try and get mid a kill, and that's basically all I'm playing for at this point. Like, I'm gonna full clear and yeah.
Jarvan showed mid. What did Jarvan do?
Uh,
Which camps did he do?
he only did 5 camps, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming he didn't do Krugs.
Okay, correct. Okay, good. So you don't do scuttle. You flash on mid. Okay, you do get the kill. Where's Jarvan?
He should be on Krugs now, probably.
Okay, he's somewhere bot side, right? Is he level 4?
He will be after he takes a camp, but not right now, no.
Can he do the Krugs and collapse on you in time?
I don't think so.
Correct. What does it mean for you? You could probably actually take bot crab. Unless Siri was moving. I didn't track Siri. She based? Actually, she could. Yeah, she based.
Yeah.
So I think it is very difficult for you to actually maybe walk into this real with your Braum together.
Yeah.
It depends. Like maybe he did do Skull first. You didn't
like
recheck that, by the way. Did you?
Jarvan showed again, and he didn't. I don't know if I pressed tab. Oh, he did take it.
So he did take Rux, not Scuttle.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's the 4.
Yep.
Okay, by the way, why did you smite this one?
Did I smite it? I don't know. I think I'm just trolling.
Because you did see Jarvan, right? He's
Yeah.
legit on bot crab right now. Okay, why do you not check top state? I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be in a good state to gank or dive, but maybe it is, right? I don't see it. Now you do it. Now you check it. No.
No, I don't check it at all.
Okay.
I think I like have a mental block where I am thinking like we picked Ornn. I'm never ganking that lane.
True. It is true. But I mean, you should, if it's completely free, you should still do it, right? Let's say this Xand is landing with 200 HP now, and he's not respecting Ornn because it's Ornn. I mean, go ahead and get the fucking free kill, right?
Right.
It's a small check. You shouldn't be looking for it all the time or something, but you should check it. Okay, so in this game, nice. You didn't do the same mistake. You did clear your bot side camps before you're playing for an objective. So the thing is, Jarvan did take Dragon. Okay, now you're taking with your supporter again, Grubs. This is something that happened last game as well. Your supporter just ditches bot lane when he's not allowed to, when he's not needed, and just takes fucking, like, just comes for you to the Grubs. Do you not know that Jarvan is bot side? Actually, okay, let me ask you, do you know that?
I do not. I don't. Well,
okay, what is Jarvan doing now?
I think Jarvan's clearing his top camps now. He's going to be doing the same thing as me, but top side. He's going to clear down.
Yes, he has the same tempo as you, right? You did this count at the same time. So right now, where is he?
He's either going to go on Raptors or he's going straight to Drag.
Yeah, he should be legit at tier 2 mid.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm pretty sure he just passed here right after your ward ran out. And now he's going to run to Dragon. Okay. Yeah. So, do you know that in this game?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, is Dragon for them legal? Right now, is it legal to just start hitting Dragon for them?
I don't think so, actually, because our mid wave is bouncing and bot lane is gonna also get prio.
He's also bouncing, correct?
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you playing for Grub? This Dragon is completely illegal. It is not legal. Okay, so what your Brown should do? Okay, what your Brown should do. So I don't wait. What is he doing? So he's running top side, ganking the tank lane. If he okay, just tell your supports to never fucking do that. Never gank tank lane, just as you are not doing that, right? Yeah. And now, I mean, he should have checked. So he should have done a ward to the Dragon. You should have probably done 3 camps. And as soon as you see Jarvan starting it, as soon as you see that, you stop your clear and you go there. And you collapse with your laners. And in that case, because you do have prio, it is very free to just kill him. Maybe he's going to be out, or just overtake this Dragon. And that's it. Right? And instead, he's getting this illegal. Like, look at your Xayah. She has push, but there's no one around her. So that means she can't even push out. So this is a double fuck. Like, first you give Dragon when you can actually contest, and second your AD carry is fucked because you're not there. Okay. And of course it's also like on your supporter, but yeah, you need to see that as well.
I think this was actually my call. I was telling him to come top side for Grubs. So
okay, I will tell you, do not take resources from your supporter if you don't know it's gonna be free. Right? Okay. And how do you find out if something is free?
Based on enemy junglers first pathing.
No, based on lane state, right? I mean the resource of your supporter. Like, when does your supporter have time?
If we just crashed a wave bot and he has like a back timer and he can look for like 30 seconds.
Either a back timer. So the thing, okay, if he has to base, does he have more or less time than if he was moving instantly after a crash?
He has less time, I think.
Correct. What did he do in this game? He based, right?
Yeah.
Then let's go back. Okay, so now now they crash 355, right? That's a crash, that's a base. Now he starts moving. Now it's a whole minute, right? This is the time he has. He has 1 minute time.
Right.
Okay. Now he has to be backward. All right. Okay. Yeah. So at minute 4, you telling him to move top side. I mean, it's kind of okay. He doesn't have too much time, but he needs to start channeling. Do you know when? Can you tell me already?
in like 4 seconds.
In 4 seconds? Yeah. Or like let's say in maximum now. Now he has to be in base. Because
Yeah.
then like this wave can Xayah can solo XP, but the next one, he needs to be here now. Latest. Right? He needs to be bot on this slow pushback. But in the best case, he's gonna be bot when like somewhere around now. When you look at this wave, right? This is something that she doesn't want to solo. She wants Braum to hit this with her. She doesn't need to, but she should. Like there should be a Braum here, right? Also, you do not have any idea where like let's say Jarvan skips 2 camps, right? Sees this big wave, sees your Braum top, and says, "Yo, what the fuck? Let's just fucking dive this." Right?
Yeah.
This could be a possibility because your Braum is topside, right? But instead they do take the dragon illegally. I think they don't kill your Xayah, but she used a ghost. I guess well played to her. Okay, you do take topside camps.
I should have taken his wolves first here, I think. A little risky.
Why are they up?
I don't know, actually.
But do you realize they should be down?
Yeah.
He should be doing Gromp, Wolf, and then doing Dragon. So that means he skipped them and just ran bot. Actually, he did that. He has 33 CS after Dragon. Okay, yeah, you see what he did? Now?
Yeah, he went probably Krugs to Dragon.
No. Dragon gives 4 CS.
Yeah, he just did Dragon.
He just full cleared and then did Dragon.
Yeah.
Instant after base. Okay, crazy. I mean, if you see that here, by the way, if you see that he skipped 2 camps, upside and does the Dragon, then I like this play a lot, right? By the way, I like this a lot because you should take this. This is gonna give you a huge advantage. But you didn't, right?
Yeah, I don't think I was tracking that he only had 33 CS. I got lucky.
Okay. This should have been like something you should do. I mean, you said you should do wolves first. The question is actually if you do have the tempo to take both. Yeah, because this guy, he based way before, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you don't know if he based. Yeah, actually, you do know. Now he starts basing. Yeah, now he starts basing. So you can only take one.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking because I had mid and top row, maybe I could take both, but
okay. All right. Let's say you have mid prio. Where does your mid lane need to be?
She needs to be walking here now.
Yes. Very correct. Your mid laner legit needs to be here. Maybe even hit the fucking wolf with her Q. Legit, she should help you on this camp. But instead she bases. So if she wants to base, like this is something you can ask after you grump. Do you need to base? If the answer is yes, then okay, then you cannot keep going because the only way for you to keep going here is to have actual defense behind you, right? And you don't have that.
Do you think it's worth it for me to ask my mid laner to do that? Because it kind of like messed up her tempo for a back timer. So now like she would have to go back to that wave probably after coming to help.
Correct. I mean this is true, but you would have gotten a kill, no?
Yeah.
I mean, if you get this camp, you get 6. Jungle is 5, so jungle is for sure 1. The tempo on her. So the thing is, now she has tempo advantage, right? On mid. I'm not sure if enemy mid plays TP. He does. I mean, you're using this blitz thing, so you do know that he has no TP. So now actually mid is 1, by the way. So it is actually a decision you guys can make. Do we want to play for this camp or do we want to play for mid advantage? But I have to say as well, Ziggs could be based now too, right? Ziggs could be basing now. So that she gets this advantage is only because Ziggs is making. Actually, Ziggs gets another wave. Okay, she froze mid. Your mid lane likes freezing, and I don't like that. I mean, in this case, maybe it's actually okay, but I think if she pushes, she can get the plate. Because you have grubs. Okay, but let's go back to you. So after you get forced out, you go to the golems. Why?
I'm thinking about like right now. I'm thinking about I'm gonna do golems into raptors into wolves. Gromp blue.
You're just gonna flip you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
thinking
and
about. But then I see this.
then
I
you
see
see
like
what? You
I
see
see
Bart
Bard
going top.
show, and I want to counter gank this because he doesn't have flash.
Okay, is that what Bart doing good or bad?
I think it's bad.
It's the same shit you supported it, by the way. It's fucking bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you think you will get a free kill on the enemy, sorry about this is okay. All right, this is alright to do, like, because I mean you are dropping your farm because right now you could be farming. But this is not gonna achieve anything. It's just
Right.
gonna be a kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is fine to do it, but you need to be sure it's gonna be free. When do you know it's gonna be free?
Considering it's Bard, it's like not really that free. He just kind of trolls by walking up, but I want to. If I get this counter gank and I'm able to ult Bard, he doesn't have flash. He's pretty dead.
I was talking about the Jarvan. Like, you need to know that Jarvan isn't there because if it's a 2v3, it's not good, right? This is the only thing you have to care about. Because yeah, if Bard is going up like this, it is looking very free. I mean, now you know. You also know Jarvan isn't close enough to instantly help. So this one I do like. Okay, this is actually good. Just because this bar is inting, you're seeing him int, and that's why you do it. This is the only reason this is good.
Yeah, this guy also entered. He could have just flash portaled, but flash that way.
Okay. All right. Do you know that Jarvan is bot side?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm looking at that right now. I mean, I know that he would take his wolves and
He took the
path
wolves
down.
Yeah, of course he's gonna path down, right? It's
Yeah.
So either he's waiting 10 seconds here to follow this Bard play and then go top, right?
Yeah.
This is his choice 1, and his choice 2 is take raptors, golems, and then gank bot with level 6. Your Xayah has no flash, so he's not showing top. Before you engage, you already made the decision Jarvan isn't here, right?
Right.
You already know this.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, you need to fucking tell your bot, your guys, Jarvan isn't top, maybe he's bot. Or probably he's bot. And then this free play is a free play and not a fucking trade, because now you're trading, right? Now your Jarvan just killed your bot as well. They're like, it's actually the same thing in reverse. Like jungle and AD kill support on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. So why not do wolves?
I think I wanted to buy my item and just get it on the map, but I think it's better to keep my pathing for my raptors wolves.
No. I mean after your spawn. Just the wolves.
Oh.
You're doing like blue first. Do you think Jarvan is like here? Or what's the reason?
I think I just am thinking like I want to get my blue on timer, and then I want to go Gromp Wolves and set my pathing up to go up to the Krugs.
Okay. So do you want to play for Grubs in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to play for Grubs. Okay. You do not want to play for the Dragon. Which is way later, actually, but okay, then this is fine. Okay, so you just started. Your support is here again. Is this legal?
Jarvan showed, so it's like kind of okay, but Zai can still get dove.
Okay, let's say Jarvan now starts running towards your bot side.
Yep.
Okay, so actually before he starts that, he's like, Ziggs pushes mid. Jarvan is behind him, right? They push this. And then both of them start running bot. They will be there before you and Braum, right?
Right.
What will they get?
they'll definitely dive, and then they'll get dragon for free.
And that turret,
Um,
the whole turret is gone. It's a
yeah.
6. So they will actually win the game. This is game winning. They didn't do it, right? Because I mean they just didn't. They just zoned your AD. They didn't rotate the 6. They should rotate the 6 to get the turret. But yeah, is this worth for you?
No.
Okay. Can you do something else?
I think what I could have done
Let's go back. Yeah.
is maybe like help mid get push first.
Okay. So now you would be on midway if you want.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I can choose like, do we want to take a fight because I have an item on the map and we can look for a fight like on dragon.
So
Or collapse on bot.
this is one option you can do. You can just not start this, right? You can just sit on this ping, and then actually instead of going here, you just actually go bot again. Right? This is an option. This is gonna be a mind game, and then you just with your Braum together, hopefully can catch the Jarvan when he's like trying to dive your Xayah. This is one option. The other option is you should make sure this is not like no one is sitting here, so you need a ward here. And then and then the Syndra in by herself with Braum together goes here, right? But so yeah, your Braum is basically here when he's not needed, right? This ward you can easily do with only Syndra.
Yeah.
And does she have TP? This is like important. If she does, then no, she TP'd mid. Okay, then this is like then she would need to walk with probably, right? She would need to walk bot. Okay, so you cleared, you went bot lane. Maybe one.
So I did not know he was in there, by the way. It's like lucky.
It was just very lucky, yeah. Why did you ult him instantly?
I was waiting for I thought he was gonna hit the plant, so I wanted to like.
Okay, but actually, do you realize if you ult him instantly, then you will like legit hit him here, right? You will make him go here. He will have another EQ before you kill him. So the question is, so yeah, I mean you should ult him, out-attack this plant. He's gonna be here. Maybe you can then Q him, but I think your mid laner can't follow. So in this case, you can't even kill him, right?
Yeah.
Like you can never kill him. Sadly.
Yeah, kind of a waste of my ult, I think.
Yeah. It would only be good if you took the plant, made him go here, then his EQ will put him into this bush, and then you still can EQE and stun him, but she was sadly pushed out already. Okay, so this is random. Like what is it? What even was that? So they engagement. Okay, can we fight this?
I think if I hit this Q, maybe we just one-shot him, but I kind of trolled.
Who's first on top lane?
Our top laner is, yeah. He doesn't have ult though.
Who's first on top lane?
Oh, Cassandra is.
Yeah, Cassandra is actually first.
Yeah.
Right? And like you said, your top lane doesn't have ult.
Yeah.
Is it good to go in?
No.
No, it's not good. When can you know this? That he's gonna be first? Now.
Right here, yeah.
Now you actually know he's legit already there. So looking for a mid fight is not good. What should you do instead?
I should just finish my clear.
Yes, because there's nothing to contest.
Give the rift.
Correct. There's nothing to contest. Right now they will get mid play. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Right? No matter how many how good your mechanics are, they are just outnumbering you. So this is not good. And you're actually engaging a 3v4, right? You're engaging. I mean they tried, but you're like counter engaging. So okay. I think you gotta kill. Like I'm not gonna look at how.
Yeah. Would it be more worth in that situation, like after my Raptors? Is it worth like finishing my clear, or would it be more worth to go try to dive the Zeri?
So you should do the clear first, and then if you have a wave and you know no one is there, you should try to dive.
Okay.
But I think you see right now the wave is crashing, right? This one.
Yeah.
I think your Xayah already goes to base. Yeah, so that means there's no play bot. That means
Right.
what you should do is you should probably just take the 3 camps, go to base, and then play again. Right? And then from base you can take portals towards bot side. Xayah does the same. You can actually probably get bot lane T1 actually, if I'm looking at it. Bot lane T1 looks very good here. Right? I mean, you would have had the camps. You would have been now. You would have actually be behind Dragon if you did full clear into base into portals. You would have now been behind her, and I think this play could have worked.
Yeah.
And then you get push, and then probably even Dragon. Dragon, I'm not sure. Maybe play was early. So, but yeah, let's see what you do instead. Okay, so you saw Jarvan mid. You go in. This is good. Okay, cool. What should you do now?
Just play for the dragon. Pretty
You should
free.
push. You should push. Okay, you are like Xayah is pushing. You should take this Tribush. It's your Tribush now. With your Braum together, you should take this Tribush. You should not instant start Nash Dragon. Because what you want to take is not only Dragon. You got, I think it's like 20 seconds or 30 seconds death time. It's kind of long now already. 16 minutes. You want to get the turret, you want to get this wave, and you want to get the Dragon. You need to get all 3, and the only way to get that is to get this Tribush control. Because then Xayah can just do it. You guys are being very inefficient taking only Dragon. Very bad. And now, do you see how much time you wasted going back and forth? Now you still want to take this Dragon, right? But now you don't have too much time left. Zeri is already back.
Yep. Here I'm just looking to redive Zeri because.
Yeah, I mean, it can work because enemies aren't expecting it. But you should have had this turret way long ago. And now Xayah is already in base and playing top, and bot lane is Ornn or something, right? I mean, you're wasting just a million seconds of time, and in the end, it's like just gonna be even worse because Zeri ints. But yeah, it's not good, right?
Right.
Okay. Why? Do you realize your lane setup is shit?
Why? I don't.
Okay. So mages should never be on the weak side. Okay, in this case, because it's Syndra and like both teams are making the same mistake, by the way. In this case, it should never be Syndra bot, and also Ziggs doesn't want to be bad. Both of these laners want to be top side and play for this turret. Both teams want a strong side top lane, play for Herald and turret. Okay, very important. So unless you don't have TP, but I think in this case everyone has TP. I'm not too sure of your Syndra. Because if I was this Jarvan now, I would be like, well, okay, fuck the Herald, I will just go kill Syndra on bot. And get T1, maybe even T2. This is like, because mages are easy to kill, right? They're a little bit like AD carries. So if they're completely alone on the opposite side of the map, they are just free ganks. No matter how strong, they're just gonna be free. Right?
Yeah. And does that apply to like we play Azir a lot? Does that apply to Azir as well?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Azir is the hardest one I think to kill, but yeah, for sure as well. For sure as well.
Okay.
But I mean, this is what happened actually, right? He just goes bot and kills Syndra. They cannot do that with Ornn, right? Do you realize it? Like they just can't kill him. They don't have the damage. Like they need to have it like tank killer with that.
Yeah.
In that case, unless they kill the turret with 6W or something, then it is possible. But in general, it's very hard. Okay, I would look for the third game.
Yep.
Because our time is running out. I would just look at the first minutes. Unless you have some questions in this one.
I don't. Do you have time to review the third game? You don't have to.
Yeah, we can like do 10 minutes extra.
Okay. Thanks.
Right, you're playing Nico. I didn't touch this champ in a long time. I would actually not recommend playing Nico anymore.
Oh, really? That's kind of our like B1 pick I think.
You're flexing it.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's okay. You're playing. So I think you should play Blue Smite on Nico always. Okay, always. And also, you should just take inspiration runes. By the way, I'm seeing. I think. Did you even not take it on Vi?
I took inspiration here, no?
Okay, inspiration in jungle is still very broken.
Oh no,
Okay,
I
it's
didn't.
still very broken.
Okay.
You didn't on Vi?
No, I did on Vi, I think. I think on Nico I didn't. Sorry. I thought I did.
Like you're going Nimbus Cloak, I think, or something like that.
Scorch.
Scorch. Just go. Please go inspiration. Please.
Okay.
It's really worth. And Blue Smite is very good on Nico because of the movement speed, so you can approach the ult, right? It's very good. You don't need the extra damage. But okay, you're doing full hit top to bot.
Yep.
Right. Do you already see your mistake? You're clearing into a lane that has no prio. Right? What has no prio?
Right.
Could you have known that?
Yeah, I mean it's jinxed.
Yeah, sure, right. It's
yeah.
Alistar, right? It's Alistar that almost never gets prio.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing this lane gang. Okay, it can work. What I would have
that
done.
shouldn't work. That doesn't work.
It shouldn't, right? So what I would have done here is just tempo base. You have actually a really fast clear. I didn't know she still does it that fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can easily base here, right? And then run top side. There's a second option you can do. Do you know? What other pathing you can do?
Like from level 1?
No, like from this one. From this point on. Instead of basing running top. If you have this much tempo, you have like a whole minute, right? After your base now. Right?
Yeah.
So you could actually walk to the bot crab and then cross mid. So like basic gank mid and then go to your grump. This is one thing you can do. This is something I really, really like to do on champs that clear this fast. But yeah, I mean, instead you're basically wasting your whole minute for that. It works almost. All right. You know what Vi did?
I didn't press tab yet.
You didn't press tab, but she full clear down might.
Oh, yep. So.
Okay, she didn't do crab yet. What does it probably tell you? That she started Raptors. Probably. Okay. Because if she full cleared, she would probably be in she would just be faster, right? Full clear is faster than Raptor start. So that means if she's that late, either she's very bad at clearing, or she just started Raptors. That's why she's like 15 seconds later. And didn't do it yet. So right now, what can you play for?
I think I should probably just play for basing. That's what
I mean, at this point, you should have played for base here, right? After you had the base. But now, you can easily play for the Raptors. Plus Tower Scuttle. And so because this Vi is a little bit fucked, right? So what she needs to do is she needs to get a base and get to Raptors. But she cannot have both. So if she goes to base, your Raptors are her Raptors are gonna be gone if you run instantly. If she doesn't go to base, if she goes here instantly, then she's not strong enough to contest you here, right? So in both cases, she's kind of gonna be losing. And
so
yeah.
So here it's more worth to go and take her Raptors in the scuttle instead of getting the tempo for
you can easily objective. Okay, but so the reason why is because you already fucked your tempo, right?
Right.
You fuck your tempo as soon as you don't base at after golems. So since Vi also fucks her tempo, right? She has the same tempo as you. Now you can easily you have a window now until she can be back on the map, and in that time you can generate resources, right? And in this case, oh, you actually cancel it again. I didn't see that. In this case, now you can legit take Raptors, probably even golems as well, because you do have top royal. You could, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it taking 2 camps if you don't have items because it's taking long. But she's so far behind. You can 100% take this and this. And I don't know how fast Nico clears. If I was Diana or Shyvana, I would just do another full clear without basing.
Yeah.
And
Nico
then,
wouldn't be able to do that.
Are you sure the champ is clearing fast? No.
It's kind of like it's
We
hard.
only have a Dark Seal, and it's like kind of fast clear. Dark Seal doesn't do that much faster.
Yeah.
He killed mid. Does he have TP?
Yeah, you should.
Do you think this dragon is legal?
No, because bot wave is crashing. The only reason I thought it was legal is because Azir has 6, but
So the thing is, Vi could be here right now with Naut. Ziggs could TP back, but he will. Also, he has a bad wave. He has to push this out, and also actually Kaiser has to push this out, right? She can't move yet.
Yeah.
So it is actually a good dragon.
Yeah, it's a really small timer.
No, it's actually not that small. It's really not. You have like 10 more seconds at least. Even like because your Jinx contested, she can never move actually. So it was okay. All right, so you go for the gank. Fine.
On Nico, do you think it's like should I always look for like the minion gank, or should I just be looking for more ganks from the side as well? Because I always look for a minion gank.
I think like the minion gank thingy, okay, they're like it's cool, but to actually give them 0 option means you take control of a flank, and then you just come from the flank. And then it's first, most of the time you don't even need to flash or something, you just can walk because they're gonna be sandwiched. And second, you can like this champion generates vision very easily with her W, right?
Yeah.
So I would also recommend you to play Sweeper and Zombie Ward on this champ, and always check the bushes. You know, you can Q1, W the other one, and then you have full bot prio.
Okay.
And like full vision. This is how I would play it. And then with that, you can have like vision. Now they cannot enter anymore, and you can rotate. And after you have that, the game is just all yours. Like you can do whatever you want. You can get your mid prio and move your mid lane up bot. You can just base in fog, and they have to be scared. You can do whatever, right? Okay, so you based. This was really risky, I would say.
Yeah.
But okay, worked out. This is good. You cannot lose this one unless you go too deep, right? And now you have bot prio.
Yep.
And okay, this is completely free, right? Okay, so do you see your mistake?
No.
Okay, so this is the same situation as before. There's 2 entrances. This is the entrance, and this is the entrance, right? Right now, you're seeing them entering. The dragon's not finishable, and they're entering very early. So at this point, you should never keep hitting this, and instead, you should prevent them from entering because you are stronger. So your Alistair and you need to stop this. Like this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. This is like very illegal that this happens. And this is why you can lose this fight. Because you shouldn't be able to lose it if you're front to backing. I mean, it is legit the same thing you did here, by the way. Because I think Vi is behind him, but they can't play, right? How can they enter? They cannot. Like, where's the difference here? 20 seconds later, there's no difference. You have all of the basic abilities like last time. Prio is still on your side. The only difference is that you're like distracted by the dragon, right? There's no
Yeah.
difference, but you can stop them from coming in, just as you did here. You can stop them. The only thing you need to do is you need to probably kite this out towards here, right? I mean, so the dragon is here, you are here. Alistar should not hit the fucking dragon. He's trolling. He should be standing on this pink ward, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you keep hitting it with your. Maybe you should Q, but not use your E, for sure not. And as soon as they approach, you play the same way as you did before. Alistar can go in, you press your basic abilities, and then you can kite for a bit.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they can never contest. Ugh. Okay. So I think like in this competitive situations, your biggest weakness is your supporter. Like you and your supporter have so most of the time either you take too much resources from him, like too much time, or like you're not playing correctly together. Like in that case, right?
Right.
I would tell you do not overforce grubs and force your supporter to come. Not every single game. It's not that good.
Okay.
Only do it if you actually have prio, and then as soon as you don't need him anymore, you need to tell him to get out. And also do not path inefficiently just to get just to get to grubs. This is not good. This is what you did first game.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want me to ask me? But this game, I think it looks like a stomp, right?
Yeah. No, I think I learned a lot from this. I think my team can take a lot from this, especially like I think the game 2, when we were reviewing the play where my support came top side instead of like warding dragon. I think that was a big eye opener for me. Like I didn't even think about that play, contesting dragon, and yeah, I think that'll help a lot, like for us understanding.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay, good.
on champs, like, so if I'm playing like a tank, like Sejuani, Zac, stuff like that, they don't clear as fast like later into the game. So is it worth to not like? Is it more worth to look for ganks that can get flashes and such rather than just like keeping my tempo on my camps?
Are we talking about minute 20 or are we talking about like minute 8?
Yeah, like 8-10.
So what most people that play tanks do is they do quick pathings instead of full clears. Do you know what I mean? So like they open from base, they take Wolf, Gromp, maybe Blue, and then they make the side play. Right? And what I normally do is I like open, I clear the full side, and then I make a play. Or I start top side, full clear base, and then from base I make the play on the side, right? So most people just do the quick pathing, like the half of the jungle, and then they make the play. I would recommend if it of course depends. Like some champions still clear pretty fast, but yeah, I mean if you want to save time, just do these quick pathings.
Okay.
But it's gonna be very situational if it's gonna be like if it's worth or not, right? I can't generally tell you to always skip camps to make a play because the play also needs to be good. You can't just permanently force place.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So if you have any other questions later on, you can or like clips you want to send me, just give me the link. I will react to it on stream. Okay.
Okay.
If you like situation specifics, then you can do that.
Yep.
And then I would hear from NA. So I wish you a good afternoon.
Thanks. Yep. Have a good night. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep. No problem. See you then. Bye bye.
Yep. See ya.
All right. So actually, this one was hard. because it's like a team environment, and they're all let's just say they don't know 100% how to act together. It was actually hard to say what people should be doing because I kind of was coaching every rule here. But yeah, there was a lot. There was some things that could be contested that they should have, or something that they couldn't contest. They don't play for sides a lot. Like they just side lanes were just not a thing. It was crazy. They should play for that. But yeah, I guess you guys could take something from this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.